Today in Tracey's basement, we've got Bucky and Jenny from Boss Fight Studio.
And I am stoked!
Hey everyone, welcome back to the
He didn't go, so I just looks like an idiot. Ah!
Hey everyone, welcome back to the basement. Welcome to the channel if you've never been here before. Today we have two awesome figures from Boss Fight Studio and Continuity. It is Bucky O'Hare and First Mate Jenny.
Yeah.
These are so awesome, you
I
guys.
am so happy. So Boss Fight Studios contacted you, and they asked if we would be interested in reviewing their Bucky O'Hare figures. And immediately Tracy said, Boss Fight Studios wants to know if they, where they want to review their Bucky O'Hare figures. I was like, what? Bucky O'Hare? Yes, I want to review that because I loved Bucky O'Hare. Bucky O'Hare was amazing. He's
very much a part of our childhood.
Yeah. Bucky O'Hare and the Toad Wars. I loved that cartoon. I like those school Valentines you used to give out at school, the little cardboard cutout Valentines. I gave out Bucky O'Hare Valentines, I think possibly 2 years in a row in elementary school.
So adorable.
And I used to, of course, the girls I really liked always got the Dead-Eye Duck Valentines because he was my favorite character. So, you know what I mean? I like grumpy characters. I like, and ducks. Ducks were always a big thing.
Ones, yeah.
Yeah, ducks were always a big animal to do cartoons of. You always had to do ducks. They were always big. But, yeah. So, I was super excited, so I'll let you get back to it.
Yeah, Jason basically exploded when I told him about that.
I was super happy because I've wanted these since Derek sent me a message. Derek, our friend Derek the Border Geek, sent me a message showing they were making these. And I saw the prototypes way back, and I wanted them since because they just looked awesome.
Couldn't believe that they were even making them because Bucky is just...
It's very niche.
He's niche, and you don't hear a lot about him, and so we were super excited to see them.
Huge props to Boss Fight Studios for taking a chance on a license like Bucky.
Huge props because,
they're not out of the box yet, but just looking at the box, they look amazing.
So... Huge thanks to Boss Fight Studios for sending these our way so that we can review them for you guys.
I'm trying to avoid glare on this right now.
There's a lot of plastic. So, right off the bat, I will say the packaging is beautiful. They did an excellent job on the packaging. It looks retro. It looks really, really nice and displayable. So if you are a fan of hanging these on the wall kind of a thing, they look really nice.
It's very reminiscent of the old style of figures. But... here is the awesome thing about the packaging, because you guys know, if you guys know us, you probably looked at us and you probably said, oh, they're on cards, so now it's down to that tough decision, do you open it or do you close it? Here is the awesome thing about these carded figures. They made it collector friendly. Now you're saying, what? How's that collector friendly? Because you guys probably can't tell. There's little flaps on the back here of the plastic, so you can fold the bottom flap down, and you can take the card right out.
No tape, no glue. You can just slide it right out.
And the guy comes right out.
And there's your figure.
That way you get the best of both worlds. It's got the hook on it in case you need to display it on the wall because you're low on room or you're a carded figure collector. And you also get the collector-friendly packaging for taking it out of the package. How awesome is that?
Totally amazing.
They somehow got the best of both worlds of the collector-friendly and the carded figure.
You do not see plastic on cardboard that comes apart like that. That's beautiful.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Absolutely awesome.
That's the first thing I gotta say, that Boss Fight Studios, that was an awesome decision.
And even just the cards, if you don't want to keep the plastic, the cards are just beautiful. Beautiful artwork on them.
And you don't have all the tear marks on them if you had to open them.
Exactly. And there's information on the characters and everything, so... that's really, really cool. I love it.
So first, I'm going to start by showing you guys Bucky. Because, oh man, this is my childhood right here.
And hey, no twist ties.
There aren't!
No twist ties, no tape.
There's no twist ties. I don't got to break out the TIE Fighters. There's no tape. This is great!
Boss Fight Studio are officially Jason's best friends.
Wow, I did... came out so smoothly. I didn't feel the frustration of having to go cut all the tie wraps, pull all the tape off. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so first I got to get into Bucky here. Now, look at this figure. So, he's pretty articulate. He's got lots of hinges and joints on him. Very well detailed. Stands very, very well. But, look at the face on this figure. Tell me that is not awesome. Now, he looks... I wouldn't even say he looks mostly out of the cartoon. I'd say he looks more out of the old comics.
I would say so too.
Because
yeah.
he's a lot more detailed than the cheap animation of the late 80s, early 90s usually put out. The goggles, he's got his hair that sticks out on the side, of course the buck teeth. And, his eyes are very, very detailed too. Check that out.
His nice, big, huge eyes.
Yep.
And the buck teeth, of course.
Okay. Nice, bright, solid colors on him. The red, the yellow. Very great in his classic uniform. You can really tell that he's the funky, fresh rabbit that will take care of it. Bucky. Captain Bucky O'Hare. It's like a reading of the theme song. Eh? I gave a reading of the theme song. But he's got his like very regal or corporate like military style shouldered. We're going to need another correction from someone in the comments. What are they called again?
Not the pauldron, some kind of a...
Yeah, I can't...
They look like a little
I can't remember what they're called. But he comes with the extra accessories here. So let me just take a second and pop all these out for you guys. Okay, so I've popped them all out here now. Now he comes with 2 extra sets of hands. One is pointing, and one is just a closed fist, kind of a punch, of course. Another punching fist, and he comes with the hand that's kind of like... Yeah, like that pose that everybody else go forth. So, and I'll get overlays and pictures of all this stuff like we always do. He comes with his attachable cape because Bucky's gotta have his cape. Come on, look at that. There you go. Just a hole in the back, and you just punch it right in, and there, Bucky's got his cape.
I love it.
Flowing in the wind.
Flowing, yeah.
It's got his star logo. He is the leader of Space. S-B-A-C-E. Bucky, Captain Bucky O'Hare. Don't get me started on the theme song, though. I'll sing the whole thing and it'll be all over. So he comes with 2 extra faces. This face is a closed mouth face. These faces are both open mouth. They're very similar, but this one right here, if you guys can see, I don't know, I'll show in pictures though, that one is kind of determined, focused, and one is more angry than the other. So
eyebrows are going down a bit more.
This face is more distinctly different than these 2 faces, and these faces are very similar, but there is a slight difference in each face. So you've got 3 optional faces, and of course he comes with 2 guns, 2 blasters. Whoops! He's got his 2 blasters. So
they're pretty detailed too, the little blasters.
There. Do I have? Yeah, I have the hands on that hold the blasters. Oops! I popped the cape off because I'm trying to get the blasters in. So give me a second here. Oh no, they go in pretty easy.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Very nice and easy. I don't have to.
Gotta have his blasters.
Yeah, I don't have to fiddle with these ones as much as I usually do when we do action figures. Because usually the fingers on all the figures are really, really tight, but these guys goes in pretty easy. So there you go. He's got his blasters. Let me turn his hand there and put his cape back on.
He's ready to fight.
There we go.
I love him.
Look at that. Tell me that is not awesome. It's perfectly done. It's niche. It screams to my childhood. If you're an adult collector and you're a fan of the late 80s, early 90s cartoon era, that is a wonderful figure. I love this figure.
This is wicked. They got everything perfect. They got the colors spot on. They got his big feet. They got the bent ears.
And like I said, the articulation is absolutely amazing on it too. Very, very, very flexible, easy. No tight hinges or anything. So very happy. This might be one of my top. It's probably one of my top 10 pickups of the year. I think I'm gonna do a top 10 pickups of year 2 on Tracy's Basement, and I'm pretty sure this guy's making the cut right there because he is just so awesome. He's so niche, and he's just a well-made toy.
He is. He's totally awesome. They did a great job. And I also have, of course, first mate Jenny, and she is like super skinny and feminine with the metal kind of style of an outfit on. She's got those big boots that go right up the thighs. I love those. with the big heels and everything. I love her uniform. She's got the big shoulder guards and the wrist guards and all that kind of thing. And her tiara, which lets her communicate with her mother. Her mentor, mother something.
Oh,
I'm having a hard time.
It's a little hasty. It's been how many years now since I watched it?
Very long time.
So I feel like going back and watching the entire cartoon again, like right now, as soon as I'm done with this video. But
her face also is very well done and beautiful. She's got those big, huge green eyes with the kind of starburst pupils in them, and the big eyelashes and everything. She's got a cute little open mouth face on here with the, you can see her fangs a little bit. And she also comes with 3 other faces. The one that I like is this one that is winking. It's kind of a closed mouth with the wink. And these 2 are kind of similar, but the one has the kind of one narrowed eye, like she's getting ready to fight. She's going into battle there and sizing up her opponent.
4 optional faces. That's a lot of faces to choose from, though. Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
So she's very, very cool.
Obviously, she's a little taller than Bucky, too, just like in the show. Yep. And, yeah, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. She might be better than Bucky. I mean, obviously, I want Bucky because
think that she is.
Yeah, I think she might be a better figure than Bucky. Not like Bucky is still like the main character of the show. I obviously would want Bucky, but yeah, she is one hell of a compliment piece for the side team, eh?
For sure.
The sidekicks, the crew. I don't know what you would call them.
His crew, yeah.
But obviously, he's the star of the show. He's going to take the most attention. But she's one hell of a figure. I like her a lot.
And I really, really like, too, her super long, giant, puffy hair. That is also always an awesome feature on her. I love her big hair that kind of turns blue as it comes down, and her big puffy tail, of course, that does the same thing.
Well, like I said, we'll get shots of her with her faces and her stuff, because she's got all these energy blasts for her, her hands to display with and stuff, too. She's got all these star energy blasts and
crystal augmented telekinesis powers.
You totally looked that up, didn't you? You totally. There's no way you remembered that. Crystal augmented telekinesis powers.
It's on the back of the card.
Okay. I was gonna say, I loved the show, and I would never have remembered it verbatim, word for word like that. But yeah, and she got the hands kind of shooting them out, blasting them too. So
yeah. So
very,
those
very
ones
cool.
actually the hands attached to the power, and these are the little ones that she can hold
around her.
And
extra
she does
sets
have.
of hands.
She also has the splayed out hand, and the gripping, punching hands, and she has this kind of a deal with 3 fingers. So I can't do it, obviously.
No.
So all the cool hands and everything, like they're not super customizable, but they have plenty of the different faces and the different hands and their weapons and everything. So you can really definitely play with them and get cute little poses. And like I would love to just have her with even just that hand. These splayed out like that.
These are wicked. These are absolutely wicked. And they announced they're making... Actually, they announced a while back they're making them. I saw the prototypes, but I think they had finished product images up a little while ago, too. That Deadeye Duck is coming out next. So I'm gonna have to get Deadeye Duck, because he was my favorite character. So.
Yes, and he looks awesome, too. The images that we've seen so far, he looks like he's gonna be just as awesome.
I have an old Deadeye Duck figure from the old lines. He's missing his guns and everything like that. I got him for like $2 at the flea market. The old like 1990 toys. But the updated Deadeye Duck that they're making looks absolutely phenomenal. So you've got to go check these guys out. We'll leave a link to Boss Fight Studios, their page, in the description box below, and we will leave a link where you can buy Bucky and Jenny right now, if we can get a good link for you down there, because if you're a fan of these old cartoons
and was part of your childhood
and how much Bucky stuff comes out, you gotta have these figures. They're so freaking awesome. So
they really did an amazing job. You could tell it was a labor of love. They wanted to make sure that they were perfect. So yeah, if these were part of your childhood too, if you love Bucky, definitely something to look at because they did a great job.
Yeah, you're right. There is a lot of love that's gone into these figures. They are pretty great. So
these are amazing. We are so happy to have them. Thank you again to Boss Fight Studio for sending them our way to review for you guys because they are beautiful. Thank you so much. You guys, let us know what you thought of Bucky O'Hare and First Mate Jenny.
And which one was your favorite of the two?
Let us know in the comment section below. And who was your favorite character in general?
Yeah. I gotta say, though, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I honestly think the Jenny figure, I think I like that one more.
Derek is going to have...
I know, Derek is going to flip out on me in the comments. Don't get me wrong, I love both these figures, and honestly, if they keep making the line, I'm gonna want them all.
Definitely.
But honestly, of these two figures standing here right now, I think Jenny comes out on top. Because with all these crystal side blasts and everything, and the extra faces, I think she does. I think she comes out on top. And she's shiny.
She's very shiny.
I like shiny things. I'm simple.
Guys, let us know what is your favorite in the comment section below. If you've enjoyed the video, please give us a big thumbs up, share with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Snapchat at Tracey's Basement, Jason from TB on Twitter, and of course, as always, guys, keep coming back for more Tracey's Basement. Bye!